It was the best of tuners. It was the worst of tuners. Hey now, who was that long gray-haired hippie fella I just saw walking through the studio? Who was that man? He looks like a wizard.
His name is Galfdan, and he claims to be a wizard. I stumbled upon him while taking a walk in the forest. I was thinking while I was walking through the forest of I have these two tuners that I'm contemplating, and I was mumbling to myself, and he was sitting on a log. He overheard me talking about tuners, and we started to chat. He said he had music in his heart, so I invited him over to the studio. I hope the other guys don't get flustered or in any way, or inviting a new guy into the fold, into the mix, a lot of times ruffles some feathers. And speaking of long hair, I've been told to cut mine, so you may see these locks disappear. I was hoping to grow it as long as Galfdan's hair.
Now I know some of y'all been asking about my hair, where I get it done or who does it. Nothing special, nothing fancy. I will tell you though, maybe I should make a YouTube video on my stylings. Maybe I'll do that when Mr. Vig isn't looking too.
Magic Tuner Mod 1 by Kugo. Magic Tuner Mod 1 by Kugo. It's another made in China pedal, mini pedal. We're gonna check it out, see how it works. Tuner doesn't do too many tricks. It'll show some kind of image on its little mini screen as to which note we're tuning to and how close we are, and it'll hopefully show something that we're right in tune and light up somehow. It has power jack, a noisy switch, and an input and an output. Basic tuner. Mini pedal tuner number 2 is a Vivlex tuner. Again, just it's a little loose right there. It's again a Chinese pedal, power in, input, output, foot switch. Basic stuff.
Hello, yes, like Mr. Veg said, Guitar Tuner serves a basic function of tuning your guitar strings. The signal comes in to the input from your guitar, and the pedal does its magic of matching, you get it, magic, it's a magic tuner. It does its magic of finding that correct frequency, lighting up somehow, telling you that you're spot on. You can move on to the next string. That E string's in tune, move up to the A string. And then, of course, there's an output. Now, if you engage the tuner, usually with this type of tuner, it doesn't let any sound out. It cuts off the sound, and if I could talk, it enables you to tune without the audience listening to you. So you're basically muted. And when you take the tuner off or allow the signal to come through, then your amplifier starts producing, the sound. So, and most of these pedals, I know the TC pedals, they all have claimed to be true bypass, so the signal isn't affected in any way. It goes right through as if the pedal wasn't even there. And this is true bypass too, okay? So like Mr. Vega mentioned, or I think he mentioned it. This is very similar to the TC tuner, the Polytunes. Except the newer Polytunes, yes, I think Mr. Veggs has one in his stage rig back at the main studio. The newer Polytunes, they have a built-in buffer, okay? Now this is a simple guitar tuner. There's all kinds of crazy tuners, strobe tuners, polyphonic tuners, all different kinds. This one is a basic guitar tuner. Now I know Mr. Vegg used to use a rig back when he was using the TC Spatial Expander. He would run one of them Korg, what is it, a DT or whatever, 1000 with the lights. It was a rack-mounted tuner. It was really cool because you could play and leave it on a certain mode and the lights would go. So in addition to singing a song, the audience would get a light show. And I think sometimes Mr. Vegg, that light show helped him out. He needs all the help he could get. That's it for tuners. Magic.
Both of them have, similar looking builds. Actually, the stamp on the bottom is pretty much identical. So, two different companies. These look to be pretty much just about the same box. Different colors, of course. And there's some, you know, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little paint imperfection there. Small stuff. Again, well, it's different here. You can see this is labeled. This is not labeled as far as the power setting coming into the box. Simple function. Tune up the string to the proper frequency.
Oh, why don't you all just wake me up when it's over? Oh.
All right, we can tell we are somewhat out of tune. We've got them plugged in series. I will try to plug them up separately just to see if there's any noise or hissing with each pedal individually after we get done this side by side. So let's check the Vivlex tuner. Has a nice big display, and we turn blue when we get close, or we get spot on, I guess I should say. A is in tune, D almost looks like a 0. Okay. And let's do our G string. Okay, G doesn't have the, it looks almost like a C. And our B string looks like an 8. And our E string, our high E. So it seems to be fairly accurate. Okay, let's take a look at this Magic Tuner Kugo. And we're on our neck pickup here. Okay, E, A, D, the same, similar, kind of like a 0. A G looks like a C. Where's our B? There it is. Okay. And the temperature of this room too could have something to do with it. It was a cold night last night, and the heat is on now, so there is some warmth coming into this room which could have an impact on these strings. And you hear both of them very, very quiet. quiet, quiet went on and off. Appearance-wise, I mean, I like Magic Tuner. That's kind of I kind of like that name because it's the Kugu Magic Tuner looks, as far as appearance goes, looks a lot cooler, I guess, than, if that's the right word. It's a silly name compared to just tuner. This is a magic tuner. And anything that's magic we like. And sometimes that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the appearance of the pedal. These two tuners seem to be, at least to me, very similar. Same build, same logo writing on the bottom of the pedal. Just the only thing that's different between the two of them is the appearance of them. Magic Tuner Kogo, Tuner Vivlux, Mod 1. And like I say, a tuner just has a pretty simple function. Get the thing in tune. Which to choose? I lean towards the Magic Tuner. And I'll leave it at that. I gotta make the decision later today. And this is just a quick look at a couple of mini tuners. Normally I use the TC Electronics tuners, and I do like them a lot. They're nice and quiet. They've got that quiet switch. But here at the substation, we have to choose between one of these guys. And these were $20 pedals, by the way. And again, TC Electronics tuner will set you back probably $100. These Chinese mini pedals, probably $20, $22, which is a big pro. A big advantage as far as that price goes. So I wound up testing the two pedals separately, and the only noise that I did hear was either, you know, a low level hum coming from the amp and the guitar. I checked the straight setup from just with guitar straight into amp, and the same noise was there, very low level. So noise-wise, separately, they're fine. They both, functionality that is pretty much the same with both of them. It's not the best reason to pick a pedal, but I'm going to go with it just because it's called the Magic Tuner. They're basically the same pedal. Some people might want to go with the black. Some people might want to go with this silver Magic Tuner. I think I'm going with the silver, just like I say, because it's called a Magic Tuner.
I happen to love surf green. It's my favorite color.
There we have it, two made in China mini pedal tuners. Both work pretty much the same. Low noise. They work the same as a TC tuner, a TC mini pedal tuner. And we're gonna go with the Magic Tuner. I see.
Oh, why don't you all just wake me up when it's over? Oh.
Some wander to the forest to get in tune. Others plug in a mini pedal and get in tune. Now, for me, getting in tune, a cup of tea and again, hearing the birds tweet or watching the wind blow the leaves off the trees, that puts me right in tune. Hey, remember that song by The Who, on The Who's Next? It was called Getting in Tune. I like that song. It's a good song. I get a little tired of having to say, do you come here often? Da da do 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 do. But I'm in tune, right in tune.